All right, here at the Muston home, just wanted to walk through real quick what we're looking at. So the house will be the same color. So this kind of tannish brown color for all the siding, the trim work, fascia, soffit, gutters, downspouts, all of this. The roof is being replaced, so we would come in after the roof is replaced. This would be the new color of the roof. So obviously we'll have to take extra care on the roof if we paint after the roof has been installed. Potentially gutters would also be replaced, so we potentially may not have to replace those. So that would be something that as we get closer to the time of painting, we can determine and figure out what needs to be done and what does not. But for the most part, we're talking siding, trim, window trim, no windows. They're all clad. The garage doors would be painted the green color and the trim. The front door, and then there's a side door over here that we'll look at. That would be painted. There are some clad doors that we're not touching. So everything that's clad, we are not touching. Everything that is painted currently, we will be painting. No major concerns here other than you can see the peeling on the gutters. So we'll have to use the DTM bonding primer on those gutters just to make sure that we get those sealed up. If they are being painted by us, we want to make sure adhesion is happening and we don't have peeling in the future. Same thing with a little bit of peeling on the foundation there. So some Luxon primer, masonry primer to seal that up. This door siding over here, there's not a bunch of scraping on the house to be done. It's in pretty good shape. You can see that. So no major concerns over here. Got this side of the house here, so you've got the gutters, downspouts, trim, siding, window trim. Again, in relatively good condition overall. Just got some concern areas. You can see where it's been touched up before, so there may be a little bit of prep work on some of the what I would suspect would just be like nail holes or carpenter bee holes. Just little things that we need to touch up, fill with some caulking before we paint. Then back side of the home here, you've got this board that runs all the way along here that potentially the customer would like to be replaced because you do have some bubbling issues. You can see the bubbling right there. Potentially could be because this drip edge or this flashing was not installed properly and is angled backwards. It's holding moisture behind that board, and I would suspect that board is not primed or not even coated, because you can see along the base here, you can see how this is peeling up, and you can feel underneath there that it doesn't feel coated. So potentially that board would have to be replaced. If not, we talked about scraping it, letting it dry out really well, and then peel bond priming that baseboard so that doesn't happen again. Got more siding and trim over here. You've got this foundation area as well, this block that needs to be painted. So you've got an elevation of about 34, 35 foot here. So just wanted to highlight that. These doors, these windows don't need to be touched, nothing on them. But the window trim around it, the door trim around it would need to be redone. You've got a little bit of siding underneath the deck back here and a window trim. And then you've got another area of siding. You can see the doors up there are clad, so those don't need to be done. There is one door that needs to be done, and we'll walk up there. But here's one of the sides. Siding. Again, this siding. This is more what it should look like on the base there along that flashing. You see a little gap there. So I suspect that's why you have that bubbling on the other side. And then you've got this side right here. This door would get painted, but these other two would not get painted. Got a little elevation up there. And that's pretty much it. So if you have questions, let me know. I'll be happy to help. But I'll have this quote over to you here shortly. Thank you.